Greetings everyone, I hope you're all doing well. So today I'll be doing episode 2 of Sunday Market Outlook. So I'm gonna start off with the DXY. Nothing has changed yet from what we've been looking last week. As you can see, we're still waiting to some price to develop and see if we do break this high or price reject from this area here. So when you go to 1 hour time frame, you can see we have this structure that is forming here. So just have to wait and see how price gonna develop. Maybe gonna form something like this and remain to be seen, or we form something like this. As you can see, this recent structure that is forming here, something like this. As you can see, so we'll see if we can get some dead touch here and then see if we do get some sell off here. So we just need to be patient with this and see how price develop during the week. So my first pair on my watch list is Australian dollar, there's Canadian dollar. So this is more similar from what I'm looking for in this pair. As you can see here, first of all we have this push and then this corrective move, this corrective structure here that is forming here. So there is a possibility that price can reject and come all the way to this area again to form a dead touch before we continue push to the downside, as you can see here. So the first scenario is I'll be looking to see if we do get some commitment. Like as you can see, there's a structure that is forming here. So something like this, something like this. Then we take it to the upside, as you can see, to see if we're gonna get that touch or price gonna continue push all the way to the upside. And the second scenario what I'm looking for, as you can see, is that price might continue push all the way to the downside. As you can see that we've broken this low. I'm aware that we've broken this low structure. As you can see, this is structure that is forming, but there's a possibility that price can push to the downside. So if we push to the downside, I'm waiting to see if we do get some structure that is forming and then see if there's some opportunities to take it to the downside, as you can see. So that is my scenarios for that I'm looking for. If you do get one, then it will be nice, then take it too. So the next pair is Canadian dollar, West Japanese yen. So when you start off from daily, you can see that price here of this structure, corrective structure to the downside. As you can see, we reject the price rejected to this low here, so we push. So what I'm looking for, what I'm looking for is to see if you're gonna continue push to the upside. As you can see, you have this now momentum to the upside. So targeting these highs here. When we go to 1 hour time frame, this is what it's forming here. So you can see we're coming from an impulsive move here. Now we're forming a bigger flag here, and we also broken this high here. So I'm looking forward to see if we do reject from these areas, then take it to the upside. So that we'll be looking for from this pair. Then if price continue push to the downside, then I'll see if maybe we break here, then I'll see maybe if we're gonna continue push to the downside and take some opportunities. But what I'm looking for this week is to see if I can get some continuation to the upside. And my next pair is Euro versus Australian dollar. Excuse me. We have a nice push to the downside from last week, so I'll be looking forward to see whether we're gonna get some continuation to the downside, or maybe price gonna come back to test these areas and then continue push to the downside, like to form a pattern style, as you can see here, then continue push to the downside. So when you go to the 1 hour time frame, you can see that some structure that is forming here. So it's better we're gonna form something like this and then continue push to the downside, or gonna break this one and then form some structure again, and then we're gonna take it to the downside, or price can move all the way to these areas. Then if we do reject here, then I'll see if we get some opportunities like so, then we can take it this one to the downside. So we just need to wait and see how price develop in the week. And my next pair is Euro versus Japanese yen. So I'm gonna start off from daily. As you can see, price came all the way to these lows here, and then we're moving corrective. So we have this push from these areas here. So I'm waiting to see if we're gonna continue push all the way to the upside from these areas or these areas here. So when we go to 1H, there is a structure that is forming here, as you can see, point A, point B. So to see if we can get something like this, then continue push to the upside, targeting this high or these highs here, and even these highs at the top. So remain to be seen, but this is what we're looking for from Euro JPY. And my next pair, it's Pound Aussie. So this one has been moving slowly for the previous days. So I'm still looking for the same thing here, like how we discussed last week. So just want to get some confirmation, then see if we do get some opportunity to these lows, if it happen, then to these lows or to these lows. So when you go to 1H, this that is forming here. So we'll see whether we're gonna break here and then form maybe a structure here, then take it to the downside. This would be lovely. or maybe price gonna come here and then push all the way to this area, and then something like this. Then this is what I'm looking for. So let's see how price gonna develop during the week. But I think it's more to be patient from this pair, because you can see we've been moving collectively for some time now. So there's a possibility that price can move in this fashion for some time. So you just need to wait and see some confirmation, then you can take it to the downside. And that's it for this pair. And next pair on my watch list, it's USD. It's US dollar versus Japanese yen. We've been tracking this one for a week and a half now, if I'm not mistaken. So as you can see, it's shaping up nicely, and now as you can see the current price action, it's moving collectively toward this area. So my main point is to see how price gonna reach here, or how price gonna react from that point here. And if we do get some opportunities, then I'll be able to take some short targeting this low or all the way to the downside. So when you go to 1 hour time frame, you can see that we have this something that is forming here. So something like this will be a nice play, and you can apply some structure here. So if we do get a risk entry and some opportunities, then will be lovely. But if you don't get that, then we're gonna wait for a push and then a flag, then we're gonna take it to the downside. So this one is looking great for me. So on my all cards, I have the first pair that I'll be looking for, it's Euro USD. Since we've been tracking the XY to reach those highs or those key levels. So same things apply here to this one. So I'm waiting to see if we do get to this price. So I want to see if price do get to these areas, then see if we do get some rejection, then push to the upside, or we're gonna come all the way to these areas here. So with this one, just need to be more patient with it, because it might continue push like this all the way to this area, like move collectively. So just need to wait and see if we do get some commitment, then take it to the upside. And the next one is New Zealand dollar versus Japanese yen. So here I'm a little bit neutral with this pair, because you can see you pushing to the downside, and according to this structure, it looks like we are now having a change of trend, like we're gonna push into to the upside. So I'll be waiting to see if we do break these highs here, then continue push to the upside, or we're gonna reject from here and then continue push to the downside. So when you go to 1H, you can see clear structure. As you can see, the structure is forming here. So we have this touch and then this touch. So I'm waiting to see if price can move all the way to these areas, and then we reject from here. So with this one, because you can see we've been moving like this, so I'll wait for a clear push and then maybe some structure that will form here, whether on one edge or on the 15 minute. Then I can take this one to the downside, as you can see. Then if you're not gonna get this one, then I'll wait to see, maybe break these highs and then see if we do get some. So if we do get some clear structure, maybe we can take it to the upside, something like this, continue with the trend to the upside. But overall you can see that like how price is moving here. So just need to wait and see how price gonna develop during the week, then take it from there. And the next one is pound dollar. So I'm gonna start on daily. As you can see, price push all the way to these lows here. So I'll be looking for it to see if price gonna continue push all the way to these highs here, or gonna break these high and form new high. So we just need to see how price gonna develop. So when you go to the one hour time frame, you can see there is some structure that is forming here. So we just need to see, we're gonna form something like this and then continue push to the upside. As you can see, like there's these levels here. So let's see if we do we reject from here, or we get something like this, or maybe we're gonna move corrective and then we get some sort of like this, and then we can take it to the downside, to the upside. So it's just gonna be patient and wait for market come to us, then see if we get some opportunities, then we take it. And my last pair that I'll be looking for is USD, US dollar, US Canadian dollar. So starting from daily, you can see we have nice push to the downside after the structure that was forming. So as you can see here, we have this double top that was formed here. So when you go to the lower time frame, I'm looking to see if we can price can develop maybe to something bigger from here, something like this, of which I can end up evolving my structure, something like this, as you can see. And then maybe if you do get some opportunity, I can take this entry on the 15 minute, but then maybe much wiser to wait for some rejection or some confirmation, then take a first flag and take it to the downside. So this is what I'll be looking for. And then that's it for this week, and you can catch up or talk to, can communicate or catch up to each other on my Telegram channel. All the links will be on my description below. So I wish you all a trading week, guys. So I'm gonna see you all soon. Thank you.